I just finally got into Augusta and on I-20 today. My first load with this company. This fucking truck is a piece of shit. I need to weigh the load. This nigga is broke down on the fucking scale. On the fucking scale. What a place to break down. So I just wasted my time coming off the highway because of the simple fact that now I could have stayed on there. He said that there's another pilot on exit 11 going east. I just wanted to stop at the first scale. Then Bertram said to me that all I had to do was weigh the stuff at the place where I picked up, but I couldn't do that because the scale was designed for like gravel trucks and short bed trucks like that, and therefore when I basically tried to go on it, not only was it not designed for the shorter trucks, but it was on a ramp, like it wasn't level. So every single time that I tried to weigh the actual axle, it wouldn't give an accurate reading because it's on a slant. So this is just a recording as to why I stopped in Augusta, because I already know that people hate me and they'll conjure up all type of bullshit against me. But I really needed to weigh this shit. I've been driving this shit for about 2 hours without it being properly weighed. The guys talking about they want me to make it to Virginia or whatever. Everybody's got high hopes and dreams, but they don't have the package to go with it. And I appreciate having a job, but on the other hand, I'm not gonna put myself into a position no more where people come to me and they talk garbage to me, and they shit is subpar. The truck is fucking not pulling and needs an in-frame. The transmission is good, and it's like, because the transmission is good, I'm supposed to be able to just speed and get where I'm going and make everybody get paid and be happy, when that's not going to take place, because the shit is fucked up. And then on top of that, now on top of the shit being fucked up, the tandems won't slide. So even while I was on the scale at the place picking up, when I wanted to go ahead and try to slide the tandems themselves, they wouldn't slide. That's not my fault. Now I gotta go to the next truck stop. I gotta go to another fucking scale, and then I might have to buy a hammer out the thing. You know, me and him picked up this trailer yesterday from on Moreland Avenue. You got a guy working on the trailer. If he's working on the trailer, why don't you get it back and then the tandems is not sliding? If he's working on the trailer, let him fix the whole trailer. Why is he not saying, okay, let me check, he brought it for this, let me check that, let me check this, let me make sure that everything is working on the trailer because he's paying for it. All these fucking people do is just do piecemeal shit. And then now I'm the driver, I'm out here. Tomorrow he might talk shit, why you never got far enough? Because your fucking tandems don't fucking slide. Because your fucking engine needs an in-frame. That's why. But everybody know how to talk shit when they're in a boss position, but not everybody knows how to be a boss. And that's why it's kind of like, you know, I don't disrespect nobody, but why would you send a driver out with tandems that don't slide? And it's not even like the lever works, and then it's just that it's not working right now. The fucking lever pulls and the lever pulls and the lever pulls, and nothing is happening. So even when I get the hammer right now in a minute, and I try to put myself into a position where I hammer it, what if I hammer it and it breaks? because it's not working. I'm fucking tired of being in these fucked up situations, man. I'm really fucking tired of it. I'm tired of fucking subpar shit. And then people gonna talk to you as though you supposed to be performing like the shit is top-notch shit. I done been in fucking different shit. K&B Transportation, their fucking trucks are brand fucking new. They don't even give a fuck who you are. That shit is brand fucking new. You got a refrigerator, all that shit. So it's not like I just be out here talking shit and I don't want to do what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, yo, man, this is a good truck. This is a great truck, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, this is your prize truck. But I'm used to driving brand new trucks all the time for different companies. Listen to this shit. It don't even go nowhere. It don't even go nowhere. It don't even go nowhere. And then I'm like, well, why didn't you get it there? Because I'm driving over 70 fucking miles and I don't know what the weight distribution on the load is. Why I gotta go pick up a load in Sandersville, fucking Georgia, where there's no way of me to understand or know. There's no way for me to know what the weight is gonna be. For whatever reason, even if the shit slid, maybe I could have figured it out and I could have just been rolling. But everything is not perfect. So now the trailer's not sliding, the tandems on the trailer's not sliding, that creates a new fucking problem. Now you can't anticipate, yo, there's a scale there. All he gotta do is go there and then boom, put this and this and just do the math and it's gonna work out. That's an ideal world when the tandems are sliding. But people don't accommodate for shit like that when they talking and dealing with other people. And at the end of the day, when the shit don't slide, that's causing me to stop right now. That's causing me to stop again. Then I'm behind on schedule. Why you behind, yo? There's no excuses, man. You don't know what you're doing. Shit talking people. This knob right here, home say, yo, listen, this knob right here, just twist it. It don't work. Why the fuck do I gotta twist the shit to make it work? Why come when you just push the shit in, it just fucking works? What's this twist shit? He said that shit about the tractor shit. I fucking tried to push the trailer shit, was doing the same thing. Well, it's the same thing. I told you how it works. Why are you talking to me like that? You talked about this one, not that one. I'm calling you about this one. You telling me you told me about it already when you only told me about that one. And it's ignorance why people can't communicate and why business can't get done. It's the same thing. Look, if I twist this one's fucked up. If I twist this one's fucked up. What type of fugazi shit is that? What happened to just the fucking yellow shit? You push it and that's it. Why it gotta be twisties? Then the twisty shit, the cap is holding the pressure? That's dangerous. Fuck it, man. I gotta go. Today is day 2 that I'm working with this company. I'm not doing this because I don't like them. I'm not doing this to snitch on them because I got a problem with them. I'm doing this because I've been harassed in the trucking business and it's not changing. So basically, I just wanted to say I started the truck up today, this morning. I'm about to start heading out. I'm about to do a pre-trip. And it says here, diagnostic faults found mechanically. Why give me a truck with diagnostic faults? I don't know what that means. But it's clear that the engine needs an in-frame. Now, Schneider gives people trucks like these when they first start out. Because I guess they're new drivers and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But what happens is, it's actually more dangerous to give somebody a truck like this to work with from the beginning. And I'm not talking about this company, I'm talking about in general. He can afford what he can afford, he has what he has. He's a small company, so I'm great. I have to be grateful for the fact that I'm in the truck. But it's dangerous because you're not going fast enough. By the time you pick up speed, it's too fucking late because the engine is fucked up. You always got the towing power because the transmission is good, but then you don't have you have the pressure of constantly having to shift up down because it's not a smooth acceleration. So even last night I was upset. I sent him a text message, in regards to the condition of the vehicle. I don't feel safe in this vehicle going into the mountains. I feel safe just driving flat road. Yeah, I don't want to go in the mountains no more. I don't want to go up and down West Virginia 81. I'm tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only contract he has, yet the areas that I'm going to with this first load are areas where I know people. You're going up by New York, going up by Connecticut, going out by Augusta. I don't want to do all that. But when these motherfuckers start routing you in these places and they constantly doing it to see if you're going to call somebody, it starts to get frustrating because it's like the motherfucker done got the call and now he just going to, you know, set it and forget it like niggas is stupid. And it's like, this is truck driving, like I told my wife this morning. If I had a truck in this fucking condition, it runs, my nigga. But it don't run good. So do not put it in the mountains. Run it from here from Atlanta to Dallas, Atlanta to Charlotte, Charlotte to fucking, you know, Mississippi. But see, they're gonna say there's no money in loads like that. So we got to make the big bucks. We get a driver. We don't want to make $200-300 a day and book 2 loads. We get a driver. We gonna book some shit in Maine. That way we can get the big payday when you get back. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to fucking do the fucking business. And then when the driver is upset, like I told her this morning, they say, oh, the driver don't want to work. Oh, the driver just gets in the truck and then the driver wants to leave. That's not true. You're looking for a level of reliability. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for certain things. Right now, I'm a driver. If the police pull me over right now for anything, they're not going to ask what the owner of the company is doing. They're going to say, what are you doing? What did you not do? Because everything falls on the driver in this business. That's why you're not supposed to hire people. You're not supposed to work for people in this business. I personally like all of my weight, the majority of my weight, to be equitably distributed in my drive and my trailer tandems. Why? Because it's a better pull. So yesterday, a few days ago, when I drove the truck, not yesterday, the day before, Tuesday, I had slid the thing by accident, the fifth wheel. So I was over on my stairs and I couldn't do shit about it. And I was so far away from a fucking scale. Finally get to a fucking scale house in South Carolina. It's like, okay, well, you're at the scale house. He said, yo, pull back the fifth wheel 1 notch. So I did that. Pulled it back 1 notch. It worked. Got that off of there. That's fine. Now, I'm in a position where I'm 30,000 on the drives, 33,000 on the tandems. So I'm under 34 on all of them, but I'm closer to 34 on the tandems on the tandems on the trailer than I am on the drives. What I like to have it closer, maybe 31.5, 31.5, or have the 33 on the drives and then have the 30 on the trailer. And I'm gonna explain why. Because when you start fucking tackling the mountains, you want to be able to have some weight on the drive tandems holding you down onto the fucking floor when you swooping down. Now, if you're going to be swooping down a fucking mountain and the trailer tires is holding you down, yes, the drives are fucking lighter, and then the front is where it's supposed to be, what happened is it makes it a better drive. You feel like you're going faster, but a slight wind, some shit on the road is lighter, so it could just go like this. Now you gotta keep worrying about whether you can slip out and jackknife and slip out and jackknife, because the weight is still not distributed in a way that the drives are driving the majority of the weight. Majority of the weight is on the trailer. All that to say, I'm moving the fucking slide in the fifth whel And this nigga from Pemberton Trucking runs up to me yesterday. He's like, yo, you need help? I said, yeah. So he's helping me. He said, yo, man, what's wrong? I said, well, I'm overweight on the stairs. He said, man, look at where your fucking tandems is on the back of the trailer. Pull that shit back to the 10th hole. How much you got? 42,000? I said 42,000. He said, yeah. At 42,000 pounds, all you gotta do is pull it back. I said, bro, I already know. You just put that shit on the 9th hole. That's all you gotta do. From there, you scale it. 1 click forward, 1 click backward. And what that does is it puts majority of the weight of the freight onto the drive tandems. And then you have the trailer tandems as a support to the drive tandems. And it gives you a different ride. A safer ride. Safety fucking first in this business. Because it's not a fucking game. And guess what? The tandems don't fucking slide on the trailer. It just don't fucking slide. So it's all about whatever way the nigga load this shit. Granted, they only got 1 shipper or 2 shippers the most. So they know what they're working with. But this is a business of comfortability. I have to be comfortable. I have to know that the shit is running in a certain way that makes me able to operate it. Because I am the fucking operator. And if as an operator, I need my seat to be like this, it has to be like this for me to operate it. And this is called independent contracting. So you can't determine what how an independent contractor should do shit. And that's what happens with these companies. It's my company, it's my equipment, do this, do that. I woke up yesterday at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. He said the place opens at 7. Be there, try and get there as early as possible. I thought the load was gonna deliver Monday, even Saturday. This is my first time coming out in a while. So I figured, okay, boom, if I get up early, get up early, get the fuck out there, show him I want to do this, jump in the truck, go get loaded, take a fucking nap, get moving. Dude didn't put me on the fucking insurance from last week. I'm sitting around all fucking day waiting to get put on the fucking insurance. Yo, man, they about to close. You need to rush over there. What the fuck I need to rush over there now for? Okay, so boom, I get there at 3 o'clock. They close at 4. Look the time I'm getting there. By the time I get in there now and I'm loaded, it's 5:30. I've already been up for 12 fucking hours. Then you want me to go drive the fucking 11? You must be smoking, son. Smoking something. I was prepared. I came prepared. I showed up fucking early. I woke up early. I should have been on the fucking insurance days ago. All the jumbling around looking for insurance, I thought that was done by Monday. Yesterday was fucking Wednesday. And then this is the kicker with the people, with the owners of companies. When they do this shit to you, then they be like, oh, well, you gotta get there by this time. I don't even know what the fuck I'm working with. I don't even know what the fuck the truck can do. This is a piece of shit truck. Either it goes fast or it goes slow. And it don't pick up because it need an end frame. I put it in fucking 8th gear. I'm running the shit. Then he put 2 brand new fucking drive tires over here. This side is fucking bald. When I'm driving, the shit is kind of still like this. And then there's no weight on it to hold it down. And then when I'm making a left turn, it feel like it's gonna jackknife. So I gotta keep slowing it back down again just to keep it under control. And that's 50 fucking miles an hour. And you mean to tell me you want me to drive 50 fucking miles a fucking hour and drive from here all the way to Massachusetts in a day and a half with 2 10-hour breaks? That's why I got up early yesterday. And I got up at 4 yesterday. So I would have been in Virginia at least by 77 and 81 this morning. And then I would have been running further. But you gotta get these shippers that are all the way in the boondocks. I can't speed if the fucking I can't speed if the wheels. I can't speed if the drive tires. I can't speed if the steer tires are too heavy. And there's no scale within 60, 70 miles. So now I got to do 40 miles per hour until I get to scale in South Carolina. You know, when you own your own shit, there's no pressure. Because you don't have to put yourself in these compromised positions where you're in a crunch. You working with a broker or something, you tell them the truth. Yo, listen, man, I'm going through this, or this is going on. And as long as the load get there and it's not 9 days late, you don't have a fucking problem. But what happens is people are unrealistic when they want you to do something, and then you supposed to just fucking perform because they says so or because they think so. Everybody else got a new truck. Everybody else got a truck that's reliable. Maybe they've been in it for a while, they never backed out, and then they good. That's fine. Me, I'm just getting back into it. You're gonna make me leave late, but you're gonna tell me to get there on time. And then the truck has issues, and you still gotta do shit like weigh scales, scale loads, and all this other shit. You have to do the work. Back in the dock that's tight. All that shit takes time. And safety first also takes time. Why is this hard to factor into the time of delivery? But when somebody else is going to do it for you based on what they think or based on what they want to do, it just turns into pandemonium, and everybody's going to motherfucking be talking shit because there's a group of niggas. You know, it's like, why we just can't do the business? Why we all just can't do the business? Hey sir, how are you doing? What type of person are you? I'm a night guy. Yeah, you like to drive late? Yeah. Well look, boom. I can start setting you up like that. You know, and you talk to the person too about them, what their preferences are. Not just can you drive, can you drive, can you drive? All right, go pick it up. Are you okay? It's always fair. It's not only just fair in business. Yeah, it's always a fair that you taking somebody on, but then there has to be a level of socialization where you can have a meeting of the minds to work with each other. And this is what it is. It's a business relationship. But if you're not trying to build a relationship, all you're doing is talking about what needs to get done and what got to get done and when is this going to get done and make sure you're doing this. It's like, yo, how are we ever going to be able to do something constructive? Because it sounds like no matter what the shortcomings that I'm facing, it's always going to be my fucking problem. It's always going to be, I'm always going to be the fucking problem. Pre-trip, update. Go off duty, update. Then do on duty. And then do pre-trip. Update. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the problem is I had my own shit before, so I understand. Like I can't be put under pressure. And that's all these people do in this business. And then people start their own business and they follow the big companies, putting niggas under pressure. Yo, pressure is not a part of no business. I'm a real estate broker. You get into the business, everyone's under pressure. Everyone's screaming and yelling and carrying on. The seller doesn't want to. Y'all niggas are bitches, yo. Stop the pressure. There's no need for all that shit. All you gotta do is just do the fucking business. If the nigga wanna fucking save $5,000, let him save $5,000. Tell the seller, listen, yo, you fucking take another $5,000 from the borrower. You're gonna pay more taxes anyway. Just get a nigga to $5,000 and make it a win-win transaction. That's not how people operate. Everything has to be a fighting war. where everyone's one is getting over on the other, and the other one is yelling at the other, and the other one is, you know, I told you this, man. I told you. You know what, man? It's either you want to do the business or you don't. Because I'm only asking about your shit. I'm not asking about my shit. Because if I was asking about my shit, I wouldn't be on the phone or I wouldn't be contacting you. I'm asking about your shit because I don't know nothing about your shit. I'm asking about your shit because I gotta understand it for me to perform as an independent contractor. Now, 50 miles an hour, I gotta do the math. Yesterday, I was leaving. I wasn't even gonna work for him. And that was another part of the thing. I was like, you know what, fuck this trucking shit. I'm not even gonna do it no more. Let me go home. And I started to go to this fucking temp agency to go get a job. And he called me, so I didn't even get a chance to plan a route. I didn't even get a chance to plan a fucking stop location. I didn't even get a chance to fucking plan fuel stop. Like, I don't know, man. We're gonna see if it's gonna turn into, yo, why you didn't deliver Friday? Yo, you had enough time. We're gonna see. If it turns into that shit, definitely, I'm not fucking doing this shit no more. Come at me now like, yo, it gotta be there tomorrow at 2:30. He said the load gotta be in Massachusetts on Friday, but I'm leaving Georgia with the load on Wednesday and picking it up at 5 p.m. I don't even know how that's fucking logically possible when you gotta take DOT breaks. Okay? Then I'm driving the truck. Most of the roads now in America is all construction since Obama passed a law a few years ago. And they got all this money to do DOT construction. That slows shit down because you gotta slow down in construction zones. Then I could be pressing, like I'm going below hill, pressing. The shit look how long it take to go up to 60. It didn't even touch it yet, look, I'm pressing. And then only when it gets to the top of a hill or some shit, do it feel like it's speeding somewhere to go down. And the dude is telling me I need to get to Massachusetts by tomorrow at 2. How am I gonna do that? Okay, let's say for instance, he's serious. He's running fucking e-logs. How am I gonna do that running fucking e-logs? And then I said to him, I said, yo, I showed up at the yard yesterday at fucking 5, 6 o'clock. So I could pick up the fucking load, at least be at the place for the latest 8:30. I could take a nap while I'm getting loaded. And then head off. I would have shut down around 2, 3 o'clock, the latest 4:30. I would have woke up this morning at 2. I would have already put in another fucking few hours. So I would have pushed. I would have been in VA. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. By 1 o'clock today now, I would take a DOT. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I can push from 11 to get up there. And I'll probably take the break somewhere around Maryland or something. If I gotta drive through the night to get there, I gotta drive through the night to get there. But at least I know I'm only the most 300 miles away. That's 6 hours driving. You do 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will get there at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. And it would have been on time. But I'm the problem, and that's what I was saying before. People can't orchestrate their shit properly. And then when it don't work out, they like to find somebody to blame. The only reason it's running smooth is on flat surface. Then it might run smooth. Now I'm not gonna press in and do 90 to speed to get it there for him. This is 60, 65 mile an hour. This is traveling speed. Why should I have to now put myself into a position where I'm gonna do 70, 75 for him? And then what will happen now if like he cut in front of me with this motorcycle? He should be in the small lane. He should be in the slow lane because he's towing, right? Why is he in the fucking fast lane cutting me off? Shit like that. I do the speed limit. I do 5 within the speed limit, above or below. Look, I'm doing 60. I'm pressing. Look how slow it's taking. Look all the way down on the fucking gas. Look how long it's taking to build up. Look how long. And he's telling me I'm going to be able to make it there on time in this shit. Nobody gonna pressure me to fucking lose my license, bro. And this is all that happens when you work with these companies. That's why you have to have your own fucking company, because then nobody can pressure you to fuck up. They're not pressuring me to deliver the load. You pressuring me to fuck my license up. Because if you gave a shit about my license, then you would have been fucking working and planning so that it would save my license. But you know, as long as it get delivered, you get paid. Something happened to the truck, you get an insurance check. I'm not fucking dumb, man. I've been in this business and I mastered that shit in 3 fucking years. Only thing I don't have is DOT authority, bro. See, look, construction. You see how it slow down? But it's me that's not getting the load there. You see? It's me. It's me that's not getting the load there, not the traffic. Right? It's me. Brandon's not doing it, right? This is why having a bullshit truck is dangerous, right? I've been needing to pass this bus in front of me for a very long time, but I don't have the horsepower to pass it. And by the time I get to a position to pass it, someone's coming up in the fast lane and I'm cutting them off. But even if I try to just pass it, I may not have the horsepower to pass it when I get to the fast lane. So you see, this whole slow shit just makes it more dangerous to drive trucks. I can press into it, I really don't go over 65. And that's dangerous for what I'm pulling right now. And the terrain I'm on. Alright. So I'm driving. I'm tired. I just drove from South Carolina to Northern Virginia, but I'm pulling a load. So I really can't look at it and say, okay, well, I should have been further along. But this gas pedal is so heavy. And there's no power steering in the steering wheel. So every time I hit a bump or something, it feels like the vehicle is going to flip over. You don't just twist with the power steering. Or the power steering don't help the cushion. So I don't know what to do anymore. I'm tired. And I still got to keep going for like another 5 hours. I fucked up and just ate something too. So I gotta stop up here at this Flying J and get some fuel. I'll try and buy a coffee, see if that changes anything. I can press into it. I really don't go over 65. And that's dangerous for what I'm pulling right now. And the terrain I'm on. Alright. So I'm driving, I'm tired. I just drove from South Carolina to Northern Virginia, but I'm pulling a load. So I really can't look at it and say, okay, well, I should have been further along. But this gas pedal is so heavy, and there's no power steering in the steering wheel. So every time I hit a bump or something, it feels like the vehicle is going to flip over. You don't just twist with the power steering. Or the power steering don't help the cushion. So I don't know what to do anymore. I'm tired. And I still got to keep going for like another 5 hours. I fucked up and just ate something too. So So I gotta stop up here at this Flying J and get some fuel. I'll try and buy a coffee, see if that changes anything. I can press into it. It really don't go over 65, and that's dangerous for what I'm pulling right now and the terrain I'm on. All right. So I'm driving. I'm tired. I just drove from South Carolina to Northern Virginia, but I'm pulling a load. So I really can't look at it and say, okay, well, I should have been further along. But this gas pedal is so heavy, and there's no power steering in the steering wheel. So every time I hit a bump or something, it feels like the vehicle gonna flip over. You don't just twist with the power steering. Or the power steering don't help the cushion. So I don't know what to do anymore. I'm tired, and I still gotta keep going for like another 5 hours. I fucked up and just ate something too. So I gotta stop up here at this Flying J and get some fuel. I'll try and buy a coffee, see if that changes anything. I can press into it. It really don't go over 65, and that's dangerous for what I'm pulling right now and the terrain I'm on. All right. So today is August 12th, 2018, right? And I just drove for this company, Bravo Logistics. I met the guy years ago. I thought he was a very cool guy. I've been being harassed in this business or trying to be ousted from it, and I didn't want to bring no drama to him. So I never worked for him, and then I think his mom died or his brother died or something. So I pressed off. And I figured, if things died down, I would come back to him. Long story short, he helped me. No matter what I have to say right now, he helped me. And I had my child support to pay on the 1st. Today's the 12th of August. I don't have the child support money for September 1st. He put me in a truck, and I got a long load, and that long load has now put me in a position where I will have the money to pay my child support. And before I say anything further, I have to show my appreciation for that. Aside from that, right, I was gonna text this information, but everything in text message goes to the phone company. All phone records are subpoenable by law now due to the Patriot Act. So at the end of the day, if I send this and this goes into somebody else's hands or they read it, it might pull me over for a DOT inspection or whatever, and then I get into trouble for it, even though most of it is not major or significant in regard to DOT standards. Now, this is the list of problems right now with this truck. Exterior, the alignment is too far left. It makes the trailer track too far right while driving, right? There's no power steering, so stiff steering wheel, hard to control on unlevel road conditions with poor alignment. Tires for the left front truck tandems, the direct point of contact for poor alignment, and it's low and bald, making right turns dangerous and slippage easier on right turns. Now, headlight restoration or new headlights. Poor headlight visibility at nighttime as a result. Okay? Windshield wipers. They're worn and they do not effectively clean the windshield during rain events. Once it starts to rain, it'll smear it'll just smear, and it depends on where you are. So if I'm up north and I'm driving and it starts to rain, there's a lot of lights on the highways up north. But all of these together almost killed me and made me lose the load when I first started driving because I didn't understand the truck. Okay, I didn't even know which one of these was the real lights. So it's this one, not this one. This is just the parking light. I drove like this with the parking light on.
Then I had to pull over in the rain and put this one on. Nobody even explained to me which was which. They said, get in the truck, go, 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 and I was late, so I didn't have a time. So by the time I got into South Carolina, there was poor road conditions because they're doing the roads over, so I couldn't see because the headlights were not working when I put them on. It was raining, so the windshield wipers weren't cleaning the windshield. The power steering is bad, so bad power steering and an unlevel ground without the ability to see. I didn't know what to do. And then due to the poor alignment and it's pulling to the right side was where the road had dropped down. And then what's happening is this is fully pulling to the left, right? But it's tracking the trailer to the right. So if the road condition is unlevel to the right, and when you pull the wheel right here, you can see how unlevel it is. When the wheel is set like this driving, right, in truck driving, when you turn your wheel this way to the right, it pushes your trailer to the left. When you turn your wheel to the left, it pushes your trailer to the right. So it's locked in a left position. The road is unlevel on the right. This left position is pushing the trailer to the right. So now the trailer can ride and slide off into a ditch or something like that because the alignment is off. Then I can't see. The wipers are smearing the glass, so it makes it harder to see. The headlights are not working because they're not projecting far enough because they're clouded. I can do a video. I can look at that in a minute of how clouded they are. The light's not even permeating through the glass of the headlight. All of that makes it very difficult to drive. And the only reason why I was able to drive was not because of the truck. So they could say, oh, well, you made it. But years ago, I got smart and I realized that these trucking companies will kill you and they don't care about you. So the reason why I was able to make it back here without being late and without dying is because I'm a quote-unquote professional driver. And I went ahead and bought these glasses. And what these glasses are, they're yellow lens glasses. You see? And I bought them from China for maybe $3 each. I got 4 of them at the house. Bought one. And these glasses right here is the only reason why I survived this trip. Because when I put them on, they illuminate everything in the rain. So because the windshield didn't work and all this stuff, I had to illuminate my eyesight in order to be able to see past the obstacles in order to get here. And this is intelligence. Why I'm alive right now, why the loads are being delivered on time, and why I'm a professional driver. Without those glasses, the alignment, the lack of power steering, the poor tires right here, the headlight restoration problem, and the lack of windshield wipers altogether would have caused me to slide out, lose the load, not be on time, or die. And I told them about this, and the lady told me this morning how I wasn't supposed to bring this load here. I was supposed to bring the load back to the yard so that they can fix it. How the fuck was somebody going to fix all of this shit right here in 2 hours if I arrived at 5 p.m. and it's a Sunday? What she's saying don't even make no sense. If you repair vehicles on the weekend, and that's the only time you repair vehicles, which is on the weekend, then I should be coming in on Friday. So you should have only sent me on a short load Wednesday so I could come back Friday, so you can ask me what's wrong with it, so you can fix it, so you can send me back out on Monday. All the other guys, they left and they came back already, and you're still out there. You shouldn't have went there. What truck driver picks up a load and don't drop it off? I was supposed to pick up the load in Massachusetts, going to Pell City, Alabama, which is where I'm at now, and then just go straight to Atlanta. That don't even make sense. I'm a truck driver. I'm still on my 70. Why would I pick up a load? Look, I got 1950 left on my 70. Why would I pick up a load? And then after I pick up the load now, I just go straight to Atlanta and park at the yard. So then I don't get credit for picking up the load. Okay, I already got the bills right there. Okay, in addition to this, something real small, the rear middle trailer light in the back over the trailer doors is out. I saw that when I was doing a post trip the other day. Big issue. The trailer tandems do not slide. The latch that you pull for the trailer tandems to slide does not work. So if the latch does not work and I get loaded, even though they go to the same shipper every time and allegedly and all that stuff, you never know. You may have to slide it. And if the tandems don't slide, then I can't adjust the weight of the truck or the trailer. So that's fucked up. Okay? I forgot to put down that the stair tires need air. So stair tires need air, and because the trailer always tracks to the right, the trailer right rear, or I would just say the trailer right tandems, they need air also, because it's always hanging off the side of the road or running on the line, or maybe going over the rugged stuff. Now they pulled it forward to limit that, but it still happens while driving. So it definitely needs air in the stairs, and it needs air in the trailer tandems on the right side of the trailer. Now, people will say, Brandon, you driving, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? I haven't had time to do it and stop and do it. Every time I've stopped, I'm sitting here trying to get enough rest to do DOT because they running me hard. Like the shit is tip top, So I don't have time. And if you want to tell me that you're going to do the repairs, I'm gonna leave the repairs to you. I'm not the mechanic. So when I first spoke to Mr. Bertram last week, he told me that what'll happen is I'll go out, then I'll come back during the week, and during the week the trucks and stuff get repaired. That makes sense because a lot of stores are open, places are open. You can go to places, get the truck repaired, then you head out, and then you might drive on a Sunday, Saturday like I did last week. And in the trucking world, Saturday, Sunday is the best time to drive. It's less people on the road. You get the load there like I'm doing this morning, Monday morning. The company is satisfied because they got their shit right on time for the week. And then you might take Tuesday, Wednesday for a reset. Do the Wednesday, and then you pick up on a Wednesday, drop off like I did for a Friday, so they ready for Monday, and then you pick up on a Friday, and then you drop off for a Monday, so this company is ready for Monday, and it's a consistent rotating, reciprocity. So I don't know how all of this stuff was gonna get done. The alignment, which the shop wouldn't be open till today, power steering issue, whatever it is, I don't know how long that's gonna take. It's stiff. Even if they don't do the power steering, but they do the alignment, that's even better. The wheel might be stiff, but at least it's tracking straight and it's driving straight. So even though I'm doing this list, I'm not telling them, yo, you better do all this stuff with an attitude. I'm just pointing out all the problems as a driver that I got to be safe. If you don't care about driver safety, don't hire drivers. If you don't care about safety, period, because not just driver safety now. If this shit flip over because the alignment is fucked up, if this shit don't fucking run well because I can't see because of windshield wipers, I fucking can't see. I move the wheel because it's stiff. The trailer shifts. Somebody's on the right side because I'm in the middle lane, and it hits their car. Now it's a public safety issue. So, when you deal with these people, these small companies, and they learn the business, and I ain't talking about them, I'm just talking about in general. A lot of the people there have never driven. And it's hard to work for a manager, a driver manager, or owner who's never driven before. And it seemed like this the woman's truck. Because now it's like, you don't understand the business. You don't know what it is to be out here. But you got a lot of stuff to talk, a lot of stuff to say. It's not making any sense practically, but you just the boss, so I got to sit here and take it. And these are major issues. If the driver can't fucking see, and the driver can't control the vehicle, 3 of these issues is driver control, 2 of these issues is visibility. 1 of them is operations, or 2 of them is operations. If I can't safely operate, I can't safely see, and I can't safely control the vehicle, then why are you putting me in this situation? Which is why I sent them a text message the other day that they put me in an unsafe vehicle. Okay? Interior. Yesterday morning, I woke up. Before I went to sleep yesterday morning, I'm over here, sitting right here. And I was trying to look at one of my books or whatever. And I saw this little red bug pop out the bed. Right here. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I looked at it again and it was gone. So I said, yo, I never had to interact with bed bugs before. But my back been itching since I've been laying on the bed. And I had bought this bed bug spray with me right here. Because my wife gave me a bed bug spray. But I didn't get a chance to get into the truck and adjust myself and all of that stuff. To want to, spray this. Right? So they rushed me out. I grabbed the load. I'm running. I'm so tired. I just fall down on the mattress. My back right now is itching. Now it could be because I scrubbed it hard with the towel. You know what I'm saying? And when I took my first shower, and you know how your back is sometimes when it's dry, it'll itch. But I'm just saying, I saw the bug right here. And it was red. And it wasn't big, but it was red. And it was about this big, this long. And then it disappeared. It's not like the bug went like this and then I saw it and this shit was just right here in the thread and the fabric and disappeared. So I called my wife and I told her. She said, yeah, there's got to be bed bugs. It's got to be bed bugs. So she told me to punch a hole in the mattress and see if there's bed bugs in there. I'm not punching a hole in the mattress. If there's bed bugs in there, they're just going to start coming out or they're going to be exposed and then I'm going to have to stay in with the shit. As far as I'm concerned, this got bed bugs. So last night I finally put my sheet up here and I slept up here last night because I don't want to lay on no bed bug bed. As long as I'm not there, my warmth is not there, they may not come up and they won't go inside my bag or they won't go inside my water or they won't go inside this. So this is a big issue health-wise. You got a bed in here and I swear I saw a bed bug. If you don't want to believe me, they don't want to move the mattress, I don't have to sleep on it no more. This right here, open this fridge, it look like a stale beet been in there for months, years. The shit is molded. When I tell you the beet is in there, stink, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a fridge. So I figured maybe I could open it and just put my juices in there. It's not on. Open that shit up, it got stale food in there. You gonna get somebody a truck, you don't even clean the shit. You buy a truck. You want to put somebody in the truck, you don't come out and say, okay, let me clean the truck up. Let me wipe it down. Let me clean out the fridge. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do all this. Let me wipe down the table. Some type of fucking respectful maintenance. I get in the truck, all the dashboard is dirty. The fucking vents are filthy. As soon as I put the fucking air on, all this dust is flying in my eyes and flying in my face, adding to the visibility issue. Okay? So, let's not continue to talk bullshit. Let's start talking about stuff that really matters. Let me really put a shirt on so I can end this fucking video. Because I'm doing the video evidence. Why? Because if anything happened to me, and I send this shit on text message, they're like, why you sending text messages about the problem? You could have told me. Okay? But I'm writing it down on the 12th of August, and I'm talking to you about it, and you telling me you're not going to do no repairs, basically. Because when I called her yesterday, she tried to play me. Oh, you're supposed to come straight to Atlanta, bring straight to the yard for repairs. It's the weekend, and the only time they do repairs is on the weekend. Now, both of y'all liars. He said he'd do repairs during the week. He's the mechanic. You saying you do repairs on the weekend, but he's not available. So that means that they know that this truck is not safe, but they're not going to fix it, and they're not going to make an effort to fix it. So, and then she's going to try and manipulate me by telling me that the truck should have been there yesterday to get repaired, but it didn't. So it's not going to get repaired because they do repairs on the weekends. How are you going to deal with me in particular like that? If I got 9 drivers coming on Friday and I can fix their trucks on the weekend, Saturday really, and then I got one driver that comes in on Sunday, how the fuck do I tell him or her that I can't fix their truck because their truck came in on Sunday? I mean, didn't come in on Sunday. And it's Sunday. It's not like Freightliner's open. It's not like a truck repair center's open. So you basically telling me, you're trying to tell me you're not going to fix the truck. That's what you're saying. I should have came in on the weekend, but I didn't make it in the weekend. Repairs get done on the weekend, so then you're not going to repair the truck for me. With all of these real serious issues, the alignment is the number one issue that affects the power steering, and that fucking tires. Out of this whole list, if they just put on windshield wipers, right? That's what, $15. It's $1,000 business. Look at how warped the wiper is. It's not a fucking car. Okay, I'm going hundreds of thousands of miles. This week I did 2,300 and something miles. This is not a game, okay? You can't spend $25 to $30 on wipers and you're making thousands of dollars. You can't put on 2 tires to finish off the fucking 6 that's on there. You can't do an alignment. Alignment might cost you $400. Okay? Even if you can't fix the power steering, just doing the tires, just doing the wipers, and doing the alignment, okay, you may not have to do the power steering. I'll deal with it. Okay? The rear middle tandem shit, that's up to them. If they send me back out there and then there's overweight on this and that and I can't slide it and I'm telling them about it, then it's not my fucking problem. I'm going to return the load, bring the truck back to motherfucking Atlanta, and then take my shit and get the fuck out. If they're not going to do the headlight restoration just by cleaning it up with a polish or brush and then polishing it over, or buy new headlights, the headlights on this shit is not expensive. They're only like $30 each max at the truck stop. So it's not like they can't go just buy them, pull those out, plug them in. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the same ones that's on the Freightliner, the old 98 Freightliner. So it's not like they can't fucking fix this headlight shit for like $60. So all of this together might be honestly like a stack to fix. The thing about it is, if they do all of this, I'm going to work again. So when you driving trucks, you don't make all the money all the time. When I had my truck and I needed a clutch, I had to motherfucking keep driving and paying for fuel and driving and paying for fuel and stacking my money. Driving from Atlanta to Mississippi back to Georgia, Bobtail back to Atlanta, go from Atlanta back to Mississippi, and keep doing that shit until I got my money up to buy the clutch, to pay for the repairs, and then get the shit done. And then once my shit was tip-top, obviously I said my shit got destroyed and sabotaged, but that's not the point. The point is that I took my time to fix it up, and I didn't make a profit. So if I'm not making a profit and I'm fixing up the truck for it to be safe, why is this woman willing to put me out on the road in an unsafe vehicle that needs repairs, and then she's going to tell me how I didn't come in on the weekend to get these repairs done when they need to get done to continue to make money? And this is what I don't get about people with this business. So if you come out here and you look, I'm going to put the parking light on. The parking light on. As a matter of fact, I'll put the headlights on too. You'll see that the headlights don't work. The headlights are clouded completely. You'll see here, because of the alignment, you put on new tires over there. The other day, look at the tires right here, Baldwin. And they're still DOT, they're still good per DOT. But by putting on the brand new tires over there and having the ball tires over here, and the right turn has to pivot on his axle, that's why I got upset. He's got tires right here that look fairly new. They look worn, maybe about a few months on the rear, so that's good. Then you put on 2 new tires over there in the right corner. But because of the poor alignment, all of the pressure's on these 2. So because of the poor alignment, you should have put the fucking new tires over there, over here, to keep the vehicle on the road on the right turn. He didn't do that. So that's the only reason why I'm saying it needs new tires, because those are brand new and these are not. So it's not level. So when I'm making a right turn, it's more grip on the right than on the left. But I need the left to hold the right turn, and then it's spinning like it's slipping. This latch right here to slide the tandems does not work. So the tandems cannot slide. And then you see up there, I don't know if you can see, the middle light is not on. The right one is on, the left one is on, but the middle one is not on. As far as I'm concerned, this is truck driving. $1,000 is not a lot of money in truck driving. Okay? What matters in truck driving is safety first. You have to protect the road. Tires need air. Look at that. How low the tires are. I'm not at a truck stop. I'm at a Walmart in Pell City, Alabama, because I had to rush to get the load here. Why are you sending me out with tires that are low? Okay? Yeah, you said I'm not the mechanic. The mechanic will do the work. I shouldn't take off if they're not going to do the work. And all of the work gonna take, drive this shit to some place. If they're gonna put the tire on, get all the air in the tires perfect. They don't wanna do the air in the trailer because they don't wanna pull the trailer. They can even leave the trailer. But the trailer tires in the back rear right there, they're the same as the ones up here. They just need a little air. Okay, so this right here is a hazard on the highway. And it's increasing the bumpiness of the ride while I'm driving, and I didn't have any time to put any air in it because of the way they was running me hard. Okay? So, with all that said, all of this shit might come out to the most $1,000 to fix. There's a company in East Point, Georgia that does frame adjustments. You can buy a wrecked car or a wrecked truck. If you ever pull up, I never went there before. I always wanted to. If you pull up to the shop, they got the left bay, and the left bay is huge, and you can fit a tractor trailer in there. If you got a tractor trailer frame problem, they can pull the tractor in there, fix the frame on the tractor, straighten it, weld it, put it back together. If you go there and you gotta buy a new car on the right side, they can do a new frame for the right side of the car too, and I mean for the car too, and bring it back to spec. I've never been there. I know they open. I know they got business, and I know that tomorrow or later on today they would love to have a customer like them. So just take the truck, drive it over there, say, listen, I need the alignment done, and they'll do the alignment right there at the shop on the truck. So that can get done. The most, like I said, $350, $450. I don't know what the cost is, but an alignment, that's all you're getting, is an alignment. The two tires over here is gonna be $250 if you don't get them on discount, and then we're putting them on maybe $300. So that's $300 plus the most $450. That's $750. Wipers are fucking $30. Get a good pair of wipers, that the new shits that hug the fucking windshield to keep the windshield clean. That might cost you $50. Okay, so you're looking at $450 plus $350. Let's just say that's $700. That's $760 max. Headlights. The headlights at the fucking truck stop, if you buy brand new ones, they're like $30 to $50 each. Let's just say they're $50. That's $100. So you're looking at $760 plus $100. That's $870 total. Okay, just to get all that other shit done. So then the alignment, even if that's not the power steering. Okay, and then all they gotta do now is just put air in the tire and get rid of this bed, or just I won't sleep on it no more. But I'm letting them know it's there, and that's it. So for no more than $1,000. This woman can get this truck road ready for Wednesday. For Wednesday. For me to get back in there safely in a safe fucking vehicle. If she chooses not to do that, she doesn't care about me as a driver. She doesn't care about the public safety. Everyone driving while her vehicle is in this condition on the road, and she shouldn't be in the business. And that's it. I might have locks. I'm living down south where they don't understand Rastafari religion, not the weed smoking. They don't understand the consciousness, the black consciousness, the understanding of self, the understanding of being proud of what comes out of your body, out of your skin, out of your skull. You know what I'm saying? Not painting yourself, consistently scraping your skin until you lose follicle bases on your scalp, and then you start going bald. And this is not who you are. If I had straight hair and all that shit, then I would want to cut my hair because it comes straight out. I got pseudo-folliculitis hair. Another reason why I grow my hair, start growing my hair, I got a haircut one time. If you go to the back of this lock right here, I got scabs because of an infection from somebody, some barber clippers, and that could have caused me to start going bald. Okay, so people judge you for the way you look, and they judge this because they paid Lil Wayne to destroy Rasta, and they've been trying to destroy Rastafari since they was trying to destroy Bob Marley. It's all to destroy black people living their image because the white people are scared of it, and it's a powerful image. That's it. Okay. Because of this, I'm stupid, and I shouldn't know nothing about this. Because of this, I can't talk to her about fixing her truck. Because of this, I need to get back in the truck in unsafe condition because that's what she want me to do, or she don't give a shit, or she gonna make excuses. But I'm gonna say one thing though. That's why in this world, God make changes. When you look at the government, they said that they didn't want to give people the internet. They should have never did it. The internet was first created and used amongst military personnel, okay, to pass information. And it leaked out to the public. Now it leaked out to the public. All the lies that they've been telling all this time is being exposed. All the truths about slavery and all the evil that these people have done to create their system and keep people down for profit and keep black people in slavery and all that shit is coming to light. And that's why I'm able to do this video right now, because the creator allowed aliens or whoever to come down here and give these people the technology, and now the world is in the palm of my hand. Like I got the whole world in my hand. I got a fucking phone with a fucking lens able to record all of this shit. So nobody can say Brandon Darling did not tell them. Brandon Darling did not try to talk to them. Brandon Darling didn't do this. I'm in a position where I need the money. If they don't fix it, I'm struggling for money. These are the only people that will hire me right now for me to make the money to pay my bills. Why am I going to be in trouble? Why is it my fault? So you have to have evidence to show that you're talking to these people, that they're ignorant or they're being belligerent, or they don't care. So when shit fucking happens, you can't say it's the driver. And I told them, I text them, I don't feel safe in your vehicle. Your vehicle is unsafe. Why should I continue to drive in the rain, in the dark, and slip and slide off the mountaintop? And then they blame it on driver error. Do not insult my intelligence. I sent them a text message. I even forwarded the message to my wife, because this is what happens when you get in the truck. You get in the truck, and this is what they do. They put you in unsafe equipment. It's not just him. Schneider National, Warner didn't do that. Warner didn't do that. But Schneider National, all these other companies, when they want you to die, when they want you to slip off the side of the road, when they want you to lose your driver's license, this is the type of shit that they do. When they got drivers that they want to stay in the business and all that shit, they fix up the trucks. I don't know if Schneider contacted him because they see I'm on the insurance, and he tried to put me on the insurance last Saturday, and then Monday he didn't want to talk to me because he was in Rex. Maybe he was with them. They was talking to him, telling him how to deal with me. And that's what I'm saying. When I do something, I do it. When I needed tires on my truck, okay, I put 8 new tires on my truck. I didn't put 2 new tires on my truck. I didn't put 4 new tires on my truck. The shit takes 8 fucking tires. Why are you going to put 2 new tires over here, have fairly new tires in the back, and then you leave these bald with the fucking alignment off to the left. So when I'm making a right turn, it's harder. You got a fucking old steel fucking trailer that's heavy as shit, plus 40 something thousand pounds in weight, and I gotta muscle that shit every single time with my left arm going crazy, slowing down to fucking 40 mile an hour to take, which is cutting back my time. And then if I take too fast, this side of the tire is high, this side of the tire is low. I'm leaning on the right, and this one is gripping hard on the right, and this one is gripping soft on the left. And then I can just slide, boom, and then jackknife. See, this is what they do when they don't want you in the business. They set you up with equipment that looks good, but it's not. And if you're not a professional driver, and you can't see this shit for what it is, and you don't know nothing about mechanics, you will fucking slip off the side of the road, and they will just come and blame you and try to give you piss tests and find fault and guilt and problems with you. And this is what happens. And the sad thing about it is, these are black people. These are black people. Instead of them saying, yo man, bring the truck in, you're doing good, we didn't think you was going to make it to Massachusetts on time. You got there at 2:36. He told me to drop the load off on Friday. I thought I had till 5. Then he called me and he said, Brandon, you have to be there 2:30. I was like, all right. I mean, you didn't tell me that, but all right. And I never went up there. It's my first time doing this. I didn't know I would have made it. So when he said 2:30, that was the right time. I didn't bitch, but I was like, all right, damn, I'm under stress because I'm thinking I'm late. It's rush. I'm on my way there, stop off in PA. He calls me. You got to be there 2 o'clock. The night before is when I'm heading up to PA. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to break the DOT. Only way I can make it there now for 2, based on my hours, I can make it. But who knows about traffic? And with traffic, I might be late. So if I could do a split break, leave 2 hours early, do the 8-hour DOT break, and then leave early, it'll put me in a position where I'm 2 hours early. Then he want me to take I-81 route. The I-81 route is an hour delay compared to the not straight 95, but he don't want to pay tolls. So if you don't want to pay the tolls, and you add an hour to the route, why are you gonna try and make me feel like I'm not gonna make it? So anyway, I get up there for 2:36. I drop off the load. They unload the trailer. I leave at about 3:10 from the receiving dock. I pull over, I park at the shipping dock for maybe about 4:05, 4:10 max. They load me at the shipping dock. I wait for the paperwork. It's about 4:30, 4:35, 4:40. And then from about 4:40, I start heading towards 95 South from 495 in Massachusetts. So I'm heading back down now. Okay, I already dropped the load on time. Why are you upset with me? Like what? Why are you talking to me like I'm not a good driver? Why are you handling me like I'm fucking up? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Go to Pell City, Alabama. I-95 was shut down on Saturday. I've never heard of that before in my life. My wife got to go I-75 to go to work. She said the entire highway was shut down. Never heard of that in my life. Unless there was a fucking spill, like a tanker spilled over or whatever. Okay? Yesterday, they feeling the ramifications of that. So traffic was still bad. So I got over to Tennessee. I got down to Tennessee yesterday. And I got to Tennessee. And when I got to Tennessee, by 75, I could have said I'm gonna deliver this load tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna drive down to Atlanta, see my female, my daughter, and then just drive over here on I-20. She called me and told me go to the yard straight, but she keep talking and saying stuff, but she not saying it in a cohesive manner for me to understand. So I'm like, all right. I picked up a load from Sandersville, Georgia. I had to deliver it in Massachusetts. Up in Massachusetts, they didn't tell me, Brandon, drive to fucking Atlanta. They said drive to Pell City, Alabama, and deliver this load for Monday. How was I supposed to do all of that with time by going to Atlanta, parking at the yard, and then just leaving? If I would have did that I didn't deliver the load. then she could be like, well, Brandon, why did you come to Atlanta? It's like they playing a game where I'm fucking up either way. If I come here to deliver the load, I didn't listen to go to the yard, so they won't fix the truck to keep me in the situation. If I do go to the yard, Brandon, why you come to the yard? You should have went to Alabama. The load don't say come here. You messing up. Now we got to find a driver to go bring it over there. And then if I run out of drive time to bring it over there, then what happens? I look like I didn't deliver the load, and then they can say, Brandon, we don't want you to work here no more. So they're trying to find fault with me. They're trying to find problems with me. They're trying to frustrate me. Why they're doing this, I don't know. And the problem with people is they can simply say, we don't want you to work here no more, Brandon. You are fired. This is a at-will state. Georgia, I'm working out of Georgia. They can come to me and tell me they don't like my mustache and they want me to quit. So why is it hard to fire me? Why? If you don't want me to work for you, you don't want to repair the vehicle to be roadworthy, whether I'm driving it or anybody else is driving it. This is not for me. This is all for their business and for their truck. It's not for me. So you're not doing me no goddamn favor doing an alignment on your shit. You're not doing me a favor by fucking putting air in your shit. You're not doing me no favor by fucking restoring the headlights on your shit. This is all to help you, and I'm driving it and helping you by giving you the information, and you telling me you don't got no time to fix it? So if I come now and I show up to come back to work again this week, and all this shit is not done, even the air not in the tires, and then they say, well, Brandon, go. And I say, listen, y'all didn't do no repairs. I told you Sunday, blah, 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 blah. They setting me up to crash. You see? And they know I need the money. And then if I don't go, they're going to say, well, you said you was working and I booked you a load. And they're going to coerce you and put you in, extort you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I booked the load. You have to go pick it up, man. I told you. So you're going to make up lies so you don't do the repairs. Then you're going to try and pawn it off on me. I told you. And I booked the load for you. Guilt trip. And you get in there because you need the money. Coercion. And then something happens and then it's on you. So for people getting in this trucking business, trucking is not supposed to be a job. Trucking is supposed to be a business. You're supposed to have a family member in the business. They have their own authority. They have a truck. You go, you get your CDL permit. You get in the truck with your family member and you sit right fucking there and they teach you how to do this shit. Keeping it in the family. And once you learn by driving here for 10 miles, getting out, 20 miles, getting out, 30 miles, getting out, you come home, you do maneuvers, you're constantly practicing, but you're living in the truck with the person. Soon you'll get your wings and you'll be able to do this shit for real. And now you run teams with this person, but there's no pressure because you're not running for a company, you're running for your own company. So, you know you're training your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your whoever, somebody to be with you. And then once they get their wings, then you buy a truck or you lease a truck or you give them the truck you in and you buy another one. And that's how this business is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a business where you got to keep hiring strangers and then they fucking up and you screaming at them. And then because you can't keep no worker, you trying to run them hard to make the maximum amount of dollar because you broke. And that's what these big companies are doing, and that's what these young companies are following. It's just like when these drivers get on the road and they don't know shit about truck driving. The first thing they do is they want to drive hard and run hard and drive hard and run hard and then go crazy to make all the money because they running by the mile. But you don't understand that you're going to burn out, man. You can't do this shit like that. This is like being a lawyer. You got to do this shit, pace yourself over 60 years and say, okay, I'm going to do this amount of loads. This is my bills. This is my income. This is my expenses. I'm going to do this like this. And then while I'm doing this like this, it's going to put me into a position where I can pace myself so I don't burn out. I can be safe on the road. That's not what Schneider's doing. That's not what Warner's doing. That's not what these big companies are doing. They're taking in strangers. They're putting them on insurance policies for cheap, and they're running them as hard as possible so that they can make the maximum amount of money in the shortest amount of time per driver. Hopefully the driver crashes or burns out or crashes the vehicle, and then they get an insurance claim, and then they can use that as an income base, and then they can fucking get another driver. And using people like human resources instead of worrying about safety, worrying about the business, and worrying about doing it right. because they got trailers of freight sitting around, depending on if they pulling refrigerated or whatever, and they need to pay rents on those places, and they don't care. It's all about them covering ass, and they got more bills than they can pay. So of course they need to treat people the way they treating them. But for a small company like this, you don't have to treat people like that. You don't have to try and be like the big dog. Because all you're going to do is run your shit ragged and run your shit in the ground. And then when shit happens, because you don't want to do the repair. At least if I was at Schneider and I've rolled all this shit down, I can go to Schneider and say, look, this one needs to be done. Then I go on my break and the shop is right there. They pull it in. They handle that. Because they know they don't want a problem. And that's the one thing you have to respect about the big companies. They all about compliance. They're willing to comply. They want to comply because they're not trying to get the fine. They're not trying to get the ticket. So I'm going to shut up. This is the evidence of all the stuff that's wrong with it. They're going to receive notification of this today. If they don't fix this shit before I get back in the truck, they trying to kill me. They trying to sabotage my license, whether somebody told them to do it or they doing it of their own volition, and it's on record. I'm not playing with these people no more. I need to do this shit right now because I don't have no money, but based on this experience, it's another reason to not drive trucks again. Go back out here. Just be a day laborer, because that's all I can do, because I grow my hair and live naturally. And then stack my bread up slowly and carry out other business pursuits. It's sad that this is the way life has to be. And just for fucking look at this nasty shit we got in the fridge. Oh, like a stale fucking onion. Oh, God. And not to sound like that, last but not least, I forgot to put that down. You see this right here? I told him about it before I left. I said the second air tank is not filling up fast enough. You see how that one's already at 90 PSI? Look. Going on 90 PSI? Look at this one. It's supposed to come up at the same pace. Look at that one. It's still down here at 20 PSI. Climbing very, very slowly. I told him about it before I left. He said, don't worry about it. When I'm driving, it's going to be okay. I was in fucking Pennsylvania on the way back here. And there was an accident. A truck went down a fucking hill, a mountain. And that shit slid off into the side and then fucking went back around. Police came, they had to clear it up. But it happened maybe about an hour and a half before I got there because it was raining. So by the time I got there, it was clearing up. But everybody had to sit on the mountain like this. I can't stay in gear. I'm holding the brakes because I'm on a mountain. This shit right here goes fucking down like this, beeping, because it's not pumping up properly. You see? So I lose pressure and it's beeping and beeping and beeping. Then I can't go nowhere. I would have been stuck on the mountain. I told him, I said, this is not working properly. He said, it's gonna be okay as long as you're driving. As long as you're driving, it'll be fine. What if I'm stuck on a mountain and I can't go nowhere, but I gotta hold on to the brake continuously because I'm on a mountain? I had to fucking put this shit in neutral and keep revving, like put a pace between me and the people in front of me. Put it in neutral and keep revving to get the air to go up so that I didn't get stuck on the mountaintop. You see? I forgot about that, so I put that right here. Second air tank loses air too fast. Okay, that's everything operational and on the inside of the truck. If I have to, I'm gonna make this video and I'm gonna send this video to the lawyer that I had before, the one that came after me or whatever. I'm gonna send the video to the lawyer. You know why? Because this is what the lawyers don't see. This is the part that the lawyers don't see. All the lawyers hear about is what happened, and they want to know what happened and what happened and what happened. This is the part that the lawyers don't see. This is the part that the lawyers don't see, and that's why they don't understand how drivers are being treated out here and how these companies don't do what they're supposed to do. Let these people keep doing what they're doing to me. I trusted him. Yeah, he trusted me. And I don't care what nobody say bad about me. I've done nothing but the right thing. I picked up his truck. I didn't do nothing wrong with his truck. I drop off the load. I pick up a load. I'm dropping off a load. That's my job. All I'm asking is for them to do their job as a company, and they looking like they trying to renege on that, which is going to jeopardize my safety, which is going to jeopardize my income, which is going to jeopardize the safety of the public. So I don't know what game they running now, but if she don't do the repairs by Wednesday, I don't know what they want to do. And like I just said on the last video, on the first part of this video, if they don't want me to work here, all they have to do is say, Brandon, we don't want you to work here no more. Take your stuff out the truck and go home. And you know what Brandon gonna do? He gonna take his stuff out the truck and go home. But don't tell me you want me to work for you and you're gonna create an unsafe work environment, and I need the money, and it's the only thing I can do to make the money right now, and I'm already started doing it, and you are not gonna help me to make the money. You're gonna create a dangerous situation by not doing the repairs and then try to blame me for it later on. That's not gonna happen. This is the record.
The tandem said don't slide on this trailer he just gave me, and you can't even see the fucking mark from here to here. Fuck, I need photos. Tandems don't slide. I put the chalk, he asked me to get the chalk from the people. I put the chalk here from the people, and it's not sliding, and I'm in the dark. Let me take a He asked me to borrow the chalk from the people. I borrowed the chalk. The guy told me he's not supposed to give me his equipment to use. And even though I'm trying to go backward on the tandems keep rolling back. And look, it's rolling back and it's just grinding this shit and dragging it. It's not pulling forward with the chalk there. It's not pulling forward. It's not going forward. It's not holding still. When I put it on, when I press in the tractor brake, these tandems are supposed to never move. That way when I start backing up, it slides. That's not what's happening. I depress the tractor brake, keep the parking brake on the trailer. I try to back it up, it won't back up. It just won't, because the wheels are rolling. Why are the wheels rolling when the parking brake is not depressed? And he's telling me about the load being on time and me sitting here waiting. For some reason, this nigga Bertram didn't want to fucking, he didn't want to have me work, right? So you see I said I got my name, it said Brandon Darling 209861, right? When he logged in, when I first got in the truck, it said Brandon Darling 108. And then it had me working all last week, Monday, Tuesday, well, not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I took off on Sunday. So I'm like, why is it? And he said, oh, yeah, that's 108. It's 108. So I'm looking at it like I didn't work. So who went in the computer and worked under my name? Come to find out, you see it? It says 209861. What he did was he made a duplicate, right, of mine. He labeled it 108. And then he pulled it up on the tablet. And by pulling it up on the tablet, I was out of hours on my 70. And then what he wanted me to do is be like, oh shit, I ain't got no time to work. And then I leave and don't come up here because he don't want to pay me. Because he just invested in this nigga that's willing to go illegal. So what I did was I looked at the odometer when I first got in. And the odometer was 10,000 miles more than what it normally would be. And if you're running under DOT rules, you can't do a maximum of 3,000, more than 3,200, maybe 3,500 miles a week. So what I normally put on the truck, I normally put like 2,100 or 2,300, somewhere between there. So with 2,300 max or 2,350 max per week, if you're running legally, how did this truck get 10,000 miles on it within the 2 weeks that I didn't drive it? Unless the nigga was running it illegal. Then the clutch is fucked up. The shit is not shifting properly. The engine is fucked up. So with all this stuff being fucked up on the truck,
The dude made money, but then he fucked the truck up. Now you gotta spend the money. Then he think that DOT is not watching his stupid ass. Now he got a fucking violations. Okay. Now he gonna try and blame them on me, but I didn't get no tickets. All right. So, onboard device information requirement not met. He don't got the shit to give them when they ask for it to say, okay, this and that. Onboard recording device improper form and manner. No shipper commodity. No shipper commodity. No shipper commodity or signature. That's 1, 2, and 3. Just the other day, I said to him, I said, listen, I should confirm these. He said, no. When he was trying to fuck me over for the when he was trying to fuck me over with the 108 shit, I said to him, let me confirm these. He said, no. Operating without a periodic inspection on the trailer. That nigga's fucked on that one. Then he's fucked. Switch tax permit. Sticker hut. Belongs to Bennett Motor Sales, LLC, and not Bravo Logistics. That nigga keeps sending me up to New York for the hut is a New York sticker. Right, he's sending me up to New York, and he don't even have a fucking sticker to be sending me up here. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 5 and 6, these are major. These two right here. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 log violations. On board, that has nothing to do with me. Then inputting the shipper information, inputting the signing them, and putting in the commodity. These 3 you can say is on me. 1, 2, and 3. You can say it's on me, but it's really not on me because he never showed me how to use the computer. He just said, okay, here. So if he try to pin these 3 on me, I'm gonna look at the nigga like, yo, I need my fucking check. Straight up. This one has nothing to do with me. This one has nothing to do with me. This one has nothing to do with me. And he supposed to train me and be like, okay, this is the log shit we using. This is how you use it. All I know how to do is the hours of service. So I ain't had no problems with hours of service, or I would have got shut down. But the niggas being a stickler when it comes to the signatures or confirmations, commodity, and shipper. And notice, he sat there long enough for me the whole time in order to make a full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 violation list. So the next nigga coming up here, and that nigga don't even have a fucking computer. That nigga don't know shit. He just running illegal like they been doing. That nigga's about to get shut down, paying fines on all this shit, and the other nigga that's coming up. So we're gonna see. I'll pick the shit up and I'll drop it off. At the end of the day, this nigga's a fucking dickhead. And that's what I was trying to tell him from before. You a fucking cocksucker, nigga. Look, he started inspecting me at 8:57. Nigga let me go to 9:46. He want to spend a whole hour with me. You see?
Oh, well, I don't know what happened to the shit. The engine light is on. I don't know what that is. And then like I was saying about the splitter, it looked like the nigga that was driving it didn't use the splitter. So he was probably driving the shit on the high compression and going up and down the mountains and shit with the engine brake on. But he didn't use the splitter. And the engine light's been coming on intermittently and going off, but it's mostly been coming on when I go into 9th gear. The 9th gear is the pulling gear. Or I should say 7. You see it says 7 HL, high low. So 7 high is the gear that pulls up the mountains and shit. And every time I go in that particular gear, the light would come on since I got in the truck. Today's the first time, and it will shut off. Today's the first time that the light has stayed on. And then I got to the on-ramp on exit 80 here on I-81 in Virginia just to clean the windshield and shit. And the shit didn't want to start at all. It didn't even want to turn over. He told me don't try, but I tried on purpose because I got shit to do. And I'm not trying to sit out here on a service call for somebody to come fix this fucking shit and then be in a situation where I don't deliver tomorrow, or also be in a situation where I'm stuck up here while it get fixed. Also, I want to be able to bring it back to him because he can fix it. So I'm being a nice guy instead of an asshole. He told me not to try and keep starting it. I tried and tried, and I said, let me just let it sit for a minute. I don't know if the engine was flooded with fuel due to the fact that the engine light is on or whatever the other nigga did with the compression shit. But I just tried it. I turned the key, let it set, let the whole cluster set. Then I turned the key and I heard choop choop. That had stopped happening. So I said, let me just try it one more time. Maybe it's gonna start. I shut it off. I kept it in the on position though, and let it, I guess, circulate or whatever. And then it just started. It turned over. And I went to the gas station. I got me some Wendy's and left it running. So now I'm at exit 47 in Virginia, and I'm heading to Tennessee. But this video is just to show that the guy's engine light is on, and it's been on, you know, since I've been driving and coming on. But now today it's been on steady. And look, I'm driving it in high with the splitter because I learned how to drive it with the splitter. And the only reason why I think that this dude will have a problem now with his fucking engine, and the engine was pulling the other day when I drove it, is if the nigga who drove it last didn't use this splitter. He kept it on a high compression and drove back and forth to fucking New York or all these mountains and shit, and did not respect the vehicle. Then the shifter's all fucked up and needs a shifting boot. So he's probably struggling trying to figure it out because it's a different gear number. And then now, not only did he fuck that up, he done fucked up the motor. So I think it's gonna get me to drop the load in Alabama. This is just a video to cover CYA. I don't have no interest in fucking up his shit. I don't got no benefits for fucking up his shit. And it's like, you wanna fucking do certain shit in life, and then karma is a bitch. And that's all I got to say about that. So this is just in case he try to pull the wool on me. I drive that shit using the splitter to lower the compression on the engine. So I'm not putting the shit in a position where the engine light would ever come on. If I get to a mountain and I see that, okay, it's gonna be too fast, I'm coming down with the splitter, then what I'll do is I'll pump the brakes, I'll pull this back, I'll pump the gas, the fuel, and then let the transmission switch back into low, and then I'll still go down with the engine brake on. When I got in the truck, the engine brake wasn't even working for some reason. It wasn't until I got to New York that it started working properly. So whatever that nigga was doing when he drove the shit, whoever it was, he done put this shit into a different situation. And it's not climbing the way it should in high 8. So it's not my business. So yesterday he told me, last night, he told me to dump water in the engine. I guess the engine will hydro lock. Well, it won't hydro lock, but it'll shut down. Engine will shut down if it don't have enough coolant, I guess, to protect itself. The coolant level has been good. Alright. And I just put water in the reservoir. The downside is this is such a big fucking vehicle and it's pulling load. What I want to do is go to the next truck stop and get some coolant and then put it in there, right? But I'm not going to be able to do that because of the simple fact that I'm not going to sit there for the motor to cool down. It's going to take too long. I got to deliver the load. So what I'm going to do, I just put some water inside the engine, some distilled water. Just going to get to Alabama. I'm not going to shut the truck off. Got enough fuel to get to Atlanta. I have to, I'll just drive. And push come to shove, I can maybe get some coolant. But the cap that he got on needs to be replaced. It's not that it's not sealing. Yesterday I drove until 684-609. It's not that it's not sealing. It's just that it looks like it's not pressurizing the system. So he has like a little leak of coolant from the reservoir. So I look like he needs a new coolant cap. So my 15-minute pre-trip is basically done. I'm heading to Alabama. What's today? September 19th, 2018.
I'm gonna see if that addresses this coolant issue. If it does, then I know what it is. But I just put about a half a gallon of distilled water. Thank God I had distilled water. Alright. So I only got 11 minutes of video I can take, right? So say I would say Brandon Darling 209861. When I picked up the load from him on Sunday, it said Brandon Darling 108. Then when I went down to the cycle, I had fucking like 5 hours on my time. And then I had nothing. Then when I asked him why my log was like that, he kept fucking with it. Told me I got mad violations. So why would he do that unless he didn't want me to drive for him? And the real question is why the fuck he got 2 accounts on his phone with my name on it? He creates this. So Brandon 209861 and then Brandon 108. Then he's trying to use the 108 to con me. Then when I started going through the fucking logs here, the shit was showing that I was in violation and that I worked like 12 hours this day and 12 hours that day and all this other shit. So I said to him, see, I said certify gets a signature. So I was like, oh shit, I ain't really been certifying my shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is signing it. So let me do it. He's like, nah, don't do that. Then all of a sudden, when I told him, I said, look, you can change anything in the logbook other than drive time. All of a sudden, the shit was 70 hours. Like in no time, as though he knew how to clear it or punch in this account. The 209861. So the 108 had me out of service. Then he was only able to give me up to 26 hours on the cycle. You see, I would say 26 right here. It was 5, then it went to like 26. But then when you look at the logs, it said I drove on last Tuesday. I didn't even work last week. You know what I'm saying? So why does he have a log with my name in 108? So to me, he don't want me to work for him no more. He found another stooge that was willing to drive illegal and do all this shit. So whatever the fuck happened, it looked like the nigga was driving up there. He ain't got no logbook. They probably went to catch the nigga now. Because of either the frequency he was going up there or whatever the fuck, how fast he was coming to deliver the loads. Because what happens is, even though these shippers and shit, they're hiring your service, but they're also having to comply with DOT. Their drivers might not be driving the load, but that don't mean that they're not compliant with DOT. So you see all these trailers right here, Benjamin Moore. When they contract a driver to drive these trailers, fuck, god damn, look at that big ass fucking Hornet. Not a Hornet, but a big ass bee. Anyway, they contract with these drivers to pull their trailers and their freight. These drivers still have to comply with DOT, 10-hour breaks, whatever, no matter where they're going. So why would they contract with your company, right? And then when they contract with your company, the freight get in there mad fast. So they'll pick up some shit and then they'll get there in no time. Just drop it off early. That shows you not following the rules. So what's the shipper gonna do? The shipper's gonna be like, well, it looks like this company, they got good drivers. We hiring them. They got a contract with us. But they keep dropping off mad early. They can't be following the rules. And then they go and tell, especially if you're black, and they don't want you to have the contract no more because you're black. So put yourself in that position. You stupid. Peace.
So I delivered in Pell City, September 20th. It's, what the fuck time is it now? I don't even know what time it is. But I think it's like 1:50. And it's standstill traffic. Standstill traffic over here on I-20 going back to Bertram's yard. I quit today, so I'm just bringing back the equipment. But while I'm bringing back the equipment, look, it's standstill traffic. So even if I cut to the right lane to try and make it move, which I think I'm gonna do, it's still standstill traffic. So when he complained why I didn't get back to his yard yet, because there's fucking traffic on I-20. Then the bitch was like, oh, you have to get to Pell City, Sandersville today to pick up a load. You're gonna be late. So even if I would have got there an hour earlier or 2 hours earlier, I'll still be in a position where if I would have got into traffic because of the road construction, road work, I would still not be able to go because I'm gonna run out of hours. So let these people try to manipulate me and make me look like I'm the problem when I'm not. And I think that maybe it's the left lane that's free and then the right lane is moving because everyone's moving. So let me cut over in the right lane. People got to get off the highway. So that's the only reason the right lane gonna move. People getting on, but they're also getting off. But look at the traffic. Just as a record, look at the traffic. On I-20 today, trying to get back to Atlanta. See the traffic? Stand still. So don't tell me I wasn't trying to rush back to the yard. And don't try to force me to drive illegal because you gotta make money. My license is more important than your company. Mile marker 11 in Georgia. Can't say I'm not trying to get to the yard. Yo, what took you so long? What took you so long? Like there's no traffic. This is what happens when you don't understand DOT rules and use them. Because even if you did a simple fucking Excel spreadsheet and did the numbers, you can pull up how long it'll take a driver to get somewhere and then give them a 1 to 2 hour window. Give them a 1 hour window just for road conditions, right? A 1 hour window, and then if they pass the 1 hour window, they gotta have an explanation. If they, but still say, okay, my driver will be there between 9 and 11. Okay, 9 and 12, maybe that's too much time, but at least 9 and 11. 9, 10, 11. So you got between 9, 10, 11. So it's a 9 o'clock appointment. You can get there at 10 or you can get there at 11. So it's 3 full hours that you know your driver can make it there. But you know your driver should get there for 9. Okay? And then if road conditions change, what's happening? Then you can say, okay, fine. You know, I'll definitely look at it like, okay, this person had this issue. So this is that. But they don't even do that here. They just book she just booked the earliest time. They open at 8 o'clock. They open at 9 o'clock. That's ignorant. She don't even know the DOT rules to book appointment times. But she's barking at me on the fucking phone. Now I'm supposed to go pick up Brandon, you're supposed to pick up in Sandersville today. And then, oh man, you're late. Well, I'm gonna run out of hours by the time I get to the yard. And if I show up in Sandersville, I guarantee there's gonna be a DOT officer there waiting for me. And that's why I quit. I'm not working for this company no more. For the what Claire Huxtable says, let the record show that I'm in standstill traffic on I-20 going back to his yard. And you know what the beauty of America is? Especially when you go to the military, everything's a military op. No matter what. It could be a nigga they could have just told a nigga to slow everybody down, fuck them. And then it still affects me, but then everybody's being watched. Every nigga here, time is being watched. So by the time I get there, I bet you're probably gonna have like maybe an hour left, the most 2 hours left to drive on my day, my work day. And then if I get there with 2 hours left and I take off to go do some shit, then I get in trouble. You know, and yo, the computers run the sky, the internet runs everything, and the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is the control method, and the cloud is the fucking backup system. You can't beat them, man. You just do what the fuck you're told, get your share, and be smart. And that's why knowledge is power. Because I'll do truck driving, and I'll split the money over into motherfucking selling houses. Then I'll fucking take that bread and then flip it over into something else. Like I'm a businessman. I'm an enterpriser. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking just do one thing and that's it. So, you know, you look at these motherfuckers, but that's all they know how to do is one thing. And instead of them branching out and doing other things, look what they do. They jeopardize the one thing that pays and the one short thing they have. They're fucking dumb niggas. But I'm the Rasta dread wannabe smoking nigga who don't know nothing. All my haters can suck a dick. They just don't want me to get paid. But you can't hold a good thing back too long. And if smoking is gonna be the one thing that destroys people, especially niggas smoking weed, I'm not smoking. I don't need to smoke. Because that's the one thing that's holding niggas back from getting this money. Why put yourself in a position where you can't make money, but you still want money to buy food? You got children, your female want to go out. You can't live a life without money. So how important is fucking smoking? It's a childish thing. If you rich, do what the fuck you want to do. Nobody gonna tell Snoop Dogg what to do. He roll a blunt, he smoke a blunt. That nigga's not losing. He got a show on TV with fucking Martha Stewart. I'm not Snoop Dogg. I can't sit here and smoke all day and still got money. And I'm not even interested in that anyway. Because if I smoke, I can't bench. I can't lift weights. So, healthy lifestyle is the best lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle make money. That's the fucking the spinach I need. I need that bread. Give me that money right now. You know? So any nigga think I'm not about this money right now, y'all niggas is crazy. Nigga just got an MBA in banking and finance. All I've been read about for months was how to fucking juggle this bread and break it down into intervals and fucking buckets and fucking spread out bonds and fucking make money. Y'all niggas think I'm not on my money? Y'all fucking stupid. It's money time.